make believe it's the first time, and I gotta say to you, love will find a way, ain't that always true? I want you.
I guess that's
I want you.
There you go.
To make believe it's the first time, and I gotta say to you, love will find a way, ain't that always true? I want you to make believe.
Sagittarius. Oh. Gonna have to go down. Something about up and down, up and down, up and down, Sagittarius. Something is up and something is up with somebody is definitely what they're saying. Hi Sag, how you doing? So here to do your reading and also channel messages, past, present, and then August, okay? But also channel messages. How you doing, Sagittarius? Thanks so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. All of that stuff, here we go, because normally when I do Sagittarius, I normally start speaking like this and speaking very fast. Sometimes I connect with your energy where things are very fast. Things seem to be happening very fast, 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 fast. It's like fasting. Some of you are probably farting or fasting, which could be on a diet or something like that, looking after your dietary needs. Fasting would just normally be someone that has, obviously people know what fasting is, right? To do with like structure of food and making sure that everything is right. But I definitely heard up and down, up and down. 1 minute they're up and the next minute they're down. That is normally Sagittarius energy. Okay, you could be dealing with a Libra, but also I'm picking up on mixing and blending. Something to do with like once a minute I'm up and then I'm down, or it's a bit like one up, two down. So it's a little bit like where you live. The household could be very crashed, is what I heard. Crashed. Oh, you could be dealing with a Cancerian though. Okay, but something crashed. Oh, okay, wow. So I really don't want to connect with this. Hopefully you're not dealing with a Scorpio energy, because I just done those yesterday for August, and there was a crash and an accident and a possible. So okay, Sagittarius, I'm going to have to say a few things. Okay, as a person that does tarot card readings, okay, it's very important for everybody to take this under advisement when I channel spirit messages, because you obviously have obligation of people that listen, and you never really know who is going through what and the emotional state that they're in. Okay, now I'm hearing, so please take under advisement of what I say. Okay, that's why I always leave my services open for Skype calls and tarot card readings if people really do need to reach out. Okay, but I'm definitely picking up on like closed out, closed out, closed out. It's like closed. Something's closed or close. Saying something close, like a neighbourhood of something close. Okay, but two up, two down. It's a bit like loads of family around, right? But I don't know why I heard a crash. That's what I was sticking on. Sorry, Sagittarius. Okay, now I'm hearing crash course though also. Okay, crash course. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like this course that I need to take, right? And it's like for school or college, and it's something that I really need to take. It's a bit like a driving lesson. Some of you could really be dealing with a Cancerian. Now, obviously, these messages can also relate to a lot of people or things that could well be happening within your month, okay? But it could be something to do with a crash course, right? So it could be driving lessons and driving tests. But someone is driving Miss Daisy crazy, is what they're saying. Something is driving me crazy. It's because okay, slow down, Steve. You're doing Sagittarius. The thing that came to mind straight away, which was your channel messages, was a song by Richie Havens, and it was "Sometimes I feel like a motherless child, and it's a long, long, long way away from my home." Right, a long way. Well, I'm going really cold. So, a long way from my home. Something like sometimes I feel like a motherless child, okay? Or someone makes me feel like a child. But it really does, it's coming across like that there are families all involved in your cycle that's going to be going on through August. And it is something about a motherless child. Now, if you're obviously a female Sagittarius that's watching and you are a mum, it feels like that you are a motherless child, okay? So I'm really not trying to cross-compare these energies between Scorpio and Sagittarius, but my advice would be just watch that reading and just see if that does relate to you, okay? Because a few energies here have been coming through as accidents and also addictions, okay? And Lucid, Lucy. I don't know if anybody knows anybody called Lucy, and I do, and they're a Scorpio, and I've got to say something. It's coming through in your energy. I don't know if you've got Scorpio or you know someone that has Scorpio in their chart, okay? but lucid drinking, like drugs or drinking and an accident, okay? And how can I put this? Bizarre circumstances in life, right? Sometimes things are just meant to be, right? And the attachment that we have to family and to people as human nature and human beings, we obviously have thoughts and feelings that are all attached to human beings, obviously, right? As we wouldn't be human. But sometimes things are out of our control, and I really am picking up on a car being out of control, I've got to say, guys. Now, it could be a Cancerian, or it could be something to do with the Scorpio reading. And it was to do with the name Lucy, or lucid dreaming, or not even lucid dreaming, lucid drinking, like drinking and driving lucidly, okay? But I definitely keep picking up on the name Lucy, right? But what I was trying to say is sometimes, most of the time, Sagittarius, nearly all of the time, okay? I have to be honest, I have to be straight up. All of the time, nearly all of the time, that the predictions that I make, they've come true. And I have to be responsible for those messages that I give out as someone that guides people. And a very difficult choice that I have to make in order to be able to know how to tell people, know how to come across, what to say to people, and then hopefully give them some kind of glimmer of hope of changing it. But in my belief myself, I don't ever think that anything that is meant to happen or be can ever be undone. It can never be undone. There are unfortunate circumstances in life of why people say you must really love your gift of being a medium and you can contact people and stuff like that. But when you have important messages to give people of death or destruction and stuff like that, and you see it, you obviously have a responsibility within yourself of knowing how to come across or what to say of what you're hearing and thinking and feeling and seeing. Okay, so how am I trying to come across? Because I heard sometimes I feel like a motherless child, right? And because of that motherless child, and because of the messages now that are saying to do with an addiction and Lucy, or the lucid drinking and driving, that I really hope that someone doesn't end up being a motherless child, meaning that it's something to do with a Sagittarius placement of a child, right? Of a child, right? They're very big, important messages that they are getting me to really look at. Okay, Sagittarius. Oh, okay, sorry. My sister, Sagittarius, Sun, Cancer. Ring, ring them. Okay, sorry. And also the person that I know. Okay, I mentioned these readings. It's just something that I will always try and do in order to try and prevent things, right? But, you see, sorry, Sagittarius, if I'm so bitty, but the one thing that I struggle with as well, is that I don't like to put things in people's heads to make them think, okay, well, I know that, and I'm going to make that happen, right? So I struggle. So, forgive me, but there is something like, sometimes I feel like a motherless child, and it's cross-compared with energy of readings that I've done. Now, these are in the past, and I won't lie to people. I do everything ahead of time, and we're only on the 19th, 18th, 19th of July at the moment, okay? And I have to do that because I have another job, okay? So I also do the 1st to the 15th as well that goes to Patron, but I have a load of readings to catch up, and like I said, my lines are always open. Something to do with Leo as well, okay? Leo, lion, lying, something about lying about something. Okay, I'm also hearing family though, lying about something in the family. So it could be a little white lie, or it could be, I don't know why I'm picking up on a feather, something to do with feather or heather. Heather, hi Heather. Feather. Feather Heather. Sorry guys. Like I said, these are on the spot channeled messages, so I sometimes need some time in order to figure them out, right? And I'm going to have to stick with those. Is that it's something to do with Leo, Cancerian, yourself, Sagittarius, okay, Scorpio because of that energy, that of the past readings. Possible Aries, because they had something to do with addiction. Okay. So what we look at is sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Now, a cross-compared energy of both channeled messages are something to do with a child leaving home or left home, or you feel like a motherless child yourself and that it's your child that's gone. This is why I'm saying you've got to be very careful with these energies. Is that it's something to do with around drinking, a crash, something to do with that. Okay, now it might be that you've had a family row or argument and you feel like left out, alone, pushed out. So what I don't want people to do is erratically do anything as where it is around driving or drinking and lucid behaviour, right, which could be drugs as well, because they said Lucy and lucid, and it's a little bit like Lucy, which is also tripping, right, which can be drugs. So what else have we got? They're really not going to give me anything else apart from these important messages for you, Sagittarius. And the thing that I fear is that people might think that I'm out for some kind of popularity in order to gain it. It's not. It's the fact that I want these messages to get to people that need them, right? That actually need these messages. Instead of me saying, yeah, there's a cup here and it's probably full of crap, right? And someone's going to make you an apology and an offer. And why am I getting so aggressive? Sorry, I'm not taking it on you. I'm just empathically feeling some aggression, right, in here, because I was looking at this deck. This is the future. That is an important statement, though, that I would like to make, right? I'm not out for popularity. I would like it, sure. So I would love to be able to give all these messages to people for free, and I would love to be able to claim all of this off YouTube and let them pay me instead of everybody else. But unfortunately, I'm not in that circumstance that does it. And the main thing of my job is the fact that these messages get out to people that need them. That's the whole reason, really, of why I do that, of why I'm called to do that, right? Is to give them out. So we're going to leave that at that, okay? But if you know of these energies and it's just to do with that energy, it's around drinking, driving, some possible thing that could well happen, an accident. Thanks, Spirit. You see, Steve, you should love your gift. Oh, I do, trust me, but sometimes it's, you know. Anyway, so let's see, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and show me what's been happening in the past with Sagittarius. In fact, you know what? I think what I might do, I might put those channeled messages out and not the tarot card reading for a start, and then just naturally add this on to your reading for August. Okay, so you might see this already. You might have already seen those channeled messages. It depends what I decide to, because it would take a lot of editing for me to do that, but I might do that again. Yeah, I think I will. Okay guys, so I hope everybody's okay. So let's have a look at what's been going on in the past with Sagittarius. In the past, drinking. Also, we will go down to the bog standard kind of reading, but there is something to do with drinking, right? This is someone that was probably drinking and deciding, you know what, I don't want to listen to what you got to say or do. I don't mind, I'm going to do things my own way. Do the way I feel, do anything that I want to. Okay? There's an energy here where, like I said, if we take this back to a normal reading, just looking at the cards, don't pressurise a Scorpio. Nobody ever listens. Don't pressurise a Scorpio. Do not pressurise. You see, free will. Where's the free will in that? Where's the sense in that? Right? Of everything that I say. It doesn't matter. People don't have free will. They think that they do. You just don't. Well, you definitely don't have free emotional free will, because I could kind of say to you, like I have done for everybody, listen, don't pressurise a Scorpio, and you do it anyway because of your feelings being attached. You can't avoid your feelings as your personal growth. You will only ever be your cycle, right? Woman cycle, rebirth, transformation. People don't transform. You are not a transformer. You don't transform for a car to a robot. You are a robot, right? You are built and designed to be a certain way through your astrology, your houses, 1 in 7, 1 in 12, between your house and your relationship, and then between there and the afterlife, okay? You can't never be anything any different. People will feel and be and think exactly how they are designed to be of a planet and a star sign that is built within their house. You watch it and you watch an astrologer say, okay, you're going to experience this as a child, right? And you're going to feel this way, and you're like, wow. Or you look at star sign, Sagittarius, wow, that is me. Someone's just told me all the traits that Sagittarius has, that's me, that's all together, that is me, okay? So your whole chart of relating to a house of touch, taste, smell, feelings, thoughts, everything, is designed for you to feel and be that way, okay? Because we all have to be different. So for me to say to everybody, okay, you have a free will choice, and it's normally the men that don't open up, really? You know, people don't open up and accept offers in life for a reason, right? Because that reason needs to happen for them to learn the hard way, right? And that's where you get involved in it. And the most karmic thing ever is not love, it's family, right? It's family. The love for family, the love for a child or the love for someone is the fact that I need them to listen to me, right? I need them to pay attention. But what you've got here is someone that doesn't want to, right? They don't want to listen, they don't want to know. But trust me, this person is designed to not do that, especially around Scorpio energy. They're not going to listen by pressure, right? If they're under pressure, they won't take that as like, well, fine then, you know, fine, do what you want. You know, it's, oh, I'm getting angry. I don't know why. It's like, I feel that energy of like, will you please just listen to what I'm saying? No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Okay. 6 of Cups. Family. There you go. Soulmate energy as well. You probably see each other as stubborn as an ox. You could be dealing with possible Hierophant, Taurus. Right, but you got, no, not 6 and 6, sorry, 3 and 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good counting up, Steve. Sorry. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pisces could be involved. Pisces. 10 of Cups, the home, the house, the happiness. Piscean involved, definitely within this. Okay? Pisces could have been the ever after disaster. There could have been an ever after disaster with the Pisces because that 10 of Cups isn't physically there. Okay? If it is, they're not listening. They're not budging. They don't want to know. Something's happened that made them close down. They closed down for a reason because they don't want to listen. And, you know, Pisces is definitely involved in that. And Scorpio. You might get a very bland, or been getting, a very bland response from whoever, both to both. Of like, I'm just going out, yeah. Very bland response. Some of your channel messages, what I was thinking about when I was going to make a coffee, like I normally do before I do a tarot reading, was around this response. Is around feelings. It was something that they were saying to me, but I've kind of forgot. It was around feelings and emotions, right? And it was about, you know, let's get everything going and get all the feelings and emotions going in order to create some sort of disaster, because that's narcissism control. That's what they do. They get you involved in an emotional warfare, right? Emotional warfare. So, ooh, okay, an emotional affair. Having an affair? Hopefully no one's having an affair. What's fair is fair. Well, unless it's just what's fair is fair. But that is nothing but a fairground attraction and a fatal attraction. Cancerian, the reading that got stolen and posted up on Japanese TV or something or whatever it was. Person that kept stealing the same one. Fatal attraction, it was a Cancerian reading. Fatal. You see, fatal. Fatal accident. Drinking, driving, Cancerian. It was. Those readings in the past, they're relating to the future. Spirits don't live in time. They don't live in the past, they don't live in the present, and they don't live in the future. They live in all of them. And they don't have feelings. Just time is just... Right? Something to do with the Cancerian. Yeah. Overspilling. Overspill. An overspill. Why on earth am I picking up overspill? Or Phil or Bill? Bill. Something like that. But overspill. Okay. 9 of Cups. You've got a lot of emotion over emotion. But the 9 to me is always a stubborn, needing energy. It's part of the 7 deadly sins. This is normally greed. Okay. For me. Esoterically of what I used to write. But, because I've got everything that I want. I've got everything that I want. I've got everything that I need. And what I don't need is you. And what I don't need is to listen to you either. Okay? I enjoy what you give me and what you've given me. But again, I'm not prepared to open up. 9 is not reached 10. Right? But you've got that there. So really what you've got is 10 again. Ish. What is this 4 of Cups been about? Sagittarius, there you are. Stubborn as an ox, bruv. Sorry, guys. Right? But this is kind of like, listen, I know what to do and I will do it my way. Please don't put pressure on me. You could be a Sagittarius that has the same placement as what I do. You could have a Scorpio rising, right? Or a moon, Scorpio moon. But that's up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, if you are a Sagittarius that has a Scorpio placement, then you are going to feel up and down. Your energy is going to be up, down, up, down, up, down. Because this is trying to care and trying to see, but I can't see why you don't see things the way I do, right? It's only because you're not compatible with someone's house in that manner. I need you to see things the way I see it. But the other person's like, well, what I see you as is someone that won't listen. So what you've got is an emotional warfare of like, well, I'm not listening and you're not listening. And if neither of us are paying attention, then we're at a standstill. 6 of Cups. In the family as well, you see, everybody's got tense energy because of something that's happened, and it's causing someone to emotionally be involved. But someone might say, look, don't get involved with my kids, or don't get involved in this circumstance. You know, it's really not up to you to make that decision. I don't want you to get involved. And someone's like, right? What? Well, where's the tea? What do you mean, where's your tea? Lucy. Sorry, she has a daughter called T. Well, I don't want to give her full name out, but it begins with T. They call her T. Golf. Picking up golf. Oh, so you've gone golfing then, are you? Yeah? Oh, so where's... And it comes back, you're right, sweetheart, how are you getting on? Where's my tea? You know, what do you mean, where's my tea? What? See, that's men. That's relationships. Good luck when you're in them, right? Men go to work or whatever, or women go to work all day, and then the bloke comes home and they're like, you know, what's for tea? Yeah, what's for tea? Listen, I cook your tea every single day, every single night. You know, right? It's like, what are you going to do? I'm going to go in the front room and watch the golf. Oh, really? Are you going to watch golf then, are you? Oh, so where's my tea? Well, why don't you make it? Oh. Right? So, 9 of Cups. Well, I'm starving. You haven't cooked anything. You're treading a fine line. Something to do with Leo as well, possible. 9 of Cups. Can see these arguments. There's a 10. Something to do with Pisces. 9 and 1. Well, 10 is depletes to 1. So 9 and 1 is 10. The everlasting bowl of crap. That was what you had before, which was the royal family of bowl of... Can't really swear on YouTube. Trust me, the uncensored stuff comes out and the truth comes out on Patreon. It's someone in the family is not listening. They don't want to know, right? If you just relate this to your love life and you're having a difficulty, then you're trying to ask someone, but they're not interested. They're just probably interested in being a mum, right? I just want to be a mum and that's it. You know, I just want to look after my kids, I want to look after my family, and I'm not really interested in a relationship. But for some of you, you've got this going on difficulty, but I don't know why I'm picking it up, because you have got 9 and 1, which is the 10 of Cups, but how long does that last? Because that's rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Right, it's run. You might have seen it raining for a bit, Gemini here. So I'm in love, I've got my love life, but you've got some difficult kind of energy. I always will stick with the channel messages. What is this Gemini energy about? Might be in the family. King of Cups, 4 of Wands, you're in a twin flame relationship with that person. That's 100%. I don't know where the past has been relating to this madness that I seem to be channeling, but your love life here could well be cushy. It could just be that your circumstance is pretty much like last month, where it was the royal family. It was all to do with, your karma was to do with things that were destined and mapped out for family. I think that was your message, that it was really all to do with family, right? So your love life is good. You're in a twin flame or soulmate relationship, definitely, whichever way you see it. You're triggered, you're married, you're in a relationship here with this person, and you're in love with them. Okay, like I said, they could have water in their chart. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or Gemini, both. But your love life could well be cushy. Okay, you just got some things on. We'll see, because that's the past. Presently, what's going on with Sagittarius? Presently, what's going on with Sagittarius? Page of Wands, presently. Children are on my mind again. I'm going to need a new deck. I need a new something. I knew something. New. I'm hearing new. New. Oh, sorry, I just realised the person well, it's called new. I knew something. What did you know? Or what do you know? It's about this child. It's like, well, what do you know? It's like, I found something out. What do you know? Because the pages don't always talk. They think more. Possibilities. What do you know? Because this person's like, huh. You look at the card, they're like, huh, I ain't got time to listen. I'm off. Right, I'm off. Presently, what's going on with Sagittarius? Hey, yeah, there you go. I'm off. I'm leaving. Leaving on a jet plane. So it could be that you're going on a family holiday with your love life, and you're like, you know what? Screw it. Let's leave everybody behind. Let's go on holiday. Right. Let's get away for a bit. But this is kind of like, well, if you're not going to speak and you don't want to know, then it's up to you. You know, you're on your own. This person here is on their own. They might not physically be in life on their own, but compared to this energy of the present tense, is more like saying, listen, you're on your own. If you go, you're on your own. You go and discover that. That's what you want to do, but you're on your own, which could well be like, well, you're not going to get money or support, or you might just get support, but it's kind of like, well, that's up to you. I can't stop you. If you want to do that, then you go. This is present. So you might be talking to them now and again, but you might not be, and just thinking that energy of like, listen, if you're going to do that, then you're just going to have to let them go, because there's more of an energy of like, just let it go. Okay, sorry if you can see my white legs. But I work indoors everywhere, all of the time. I barely ever get any sun. To be honest, I don't like the sun. I do not like the sun. This could be a sun as well, though, what I'm channeling. But me physically, the sun up in the sky, I don't really like it. I just don't. Right, I'm a fish. But here, this is, I don't really like the sun. So someone might not like the sun, or this could be your son. It's either son or daughter. But I did hear I don't even really like the sun either. Someone doesn't even like the son or a daughter. I'll just put it that way. I don't like the sun. What's this Page of Wands for? Yeah, I don't get on with the Sun here. They put up a boundary and a wall for a reason, right? This person does it for a reason. Of course they do. They wouldn't do it for no reason, right? They do it for they do it for no reason. If you're thinking they do it for no reason, you're highly mistaken. Between 1 and 7, 7 of Wands, they do it for a reason because they're meant to. Because they're meant to go their way and do their karma, as well as what you do yours. Everybody fights against karma that much and think, well, why are we fighting all the time? It's because it's your karma. Because 1 in 7 is going to make you feel this way for things that have been done and said, and that's your timeless karma. You have to be careful what you do, what you create, what you say, and normally when people are in your life is normally when karma and drama is in your life. Right? When people are not, and you're really happy, people are still wondering why people are guarded. And it's normally where a feminine energy will say, yeah, they're emotionally blocked and they're not accepting. You know, when you're a masculine energy, that's what I said, I'm a masculine guy, reader. Majority of readers out there, they're women, right? And there's nothing against women or men. I'm just saying that a lot of people, they probably don't like how I read because I'm a man and I tell people the truth. You can't do anything but do that, right? That these energies are the reason why people don't always open up, because they feel offended by something that's been said, or timeless karma that's been done. Tarot card readers just say, yeah, they're not opening up. Why are they not opening up? There's a reason of why this person is affected, of why they have to protect themselves, because they protect their energy by what's done, said, and everything else, right, in their life, what they've seen, what they've done, what they want to be, what they don't want to be. They have to discover that. They have to break through barriers and walls that are created because that's your karma that you cannot avoid. You have to have boundaries in life. So you have to experience pain to know what a boundary is to be able to learn what that is and what that feels like, is to not do it anymore, right? So you have to go through pain and things on your own to discover it in order to be able to learn to have your own separate boundaries in life, right? And until you do, you just play out stubborn energies of thinking, well, why is it that they won't talk, or why don't they want to know me? It must be me, or what's wrong with them? Through the 4 of Wands, you're going to get triggered off with your soulmate energy, which is the finger of the trigger. Is like, I can't even think straight. No, of course you can't. Because things are happening that make people go a bit, you know, out there with it all. Your life happens around you as everything in it happens, right? So normally it's like, well, man, I can't believe everything is happening. Why on earth is everybody just acting weird or strange, or why is all this going on? It's because what's in your life is creating the drama, is creating life to create itself, that created us, right? So if everybody thinks that, you know, we go to hell, then, you know, you if this is let's see, why did this person have the 7 of Wands? Judgment, because of an accident, because of lucidness. This is tears in heaven also. Someone could have lost somebody in life. They could have, you know, could have lost someone. But this is tears in heaven. But this is judgment. Don't judge me, don't blame me, don't tell me. I don't want to know. You came back from the past, something happened, it happened again. I want to do what I want, right? Might be a lot of contracts at work that have been very difficult for people, because you might have realised that you've been losing a lot of stuff, right? Or gaining it, I don't know. But it's kind of like lost here. This is lost a child, physically or emotionally, right? But lost. The war was over. Jim Morrison entered the building as like, the war is over, right? That is judgment, and everything is realising that as spiritual light sources, is that when things leave our life is normally when we have an attachment of scaring away the future, because we have an attachment to the past. And when that leaves our life, we actually scare off the new that's coming in, the new. We actually scare off the new, right? Because when things leave, we emotionally try to detach from it, but realise we can't separate that from our ego and from our head. And that to fathom all of that, and we're like, no, because I feel very emotional and everything else, and they're attached to me and they're part of me and everything else, and I can't possibly, let them go. Pulls you down as an energy, fluctuates your energy as Sagittarius, makes you have higher lows and low energy, and realizing, well, all of the new stuff that we wanted hasn't quite coming as quick as what we wanted, because there are energies of where we're worrying now about losing someone, right? So when you detach emotionally from people of what we're supposed to do in life, believe it or not, is to let people spread their wings and fly away, fly away. You got to let people spread their wings and fly away, right? It's the only way you'll ever be free, karmic free. So let people do what they want, People do what they want. Leo, there's Leo. Leo, 8-8. Leo Sayer pulling an all-dayer, bruv. Everybody's been pulling this. Someone's been pulling something, that's for sure. Strength. You see, that can be like, I don't know how to approach this person because they might be temperamental. I'm not saying anyone's mental, no. I'm saying temperamental, right? Elemental Child by T-Rex. But, there could be a child, but temperament. Temperance, you, but temperamental. Meaning they're a fixed sign, you're a mutable sign. You probably find it very difficult to compare with this energy because they're fixed in their way of like, no, I'll do what I want. Right? Don't make me feel timid, because then they'll back themselves into a corner. You'll back yourself into a corner by not understanding why a fixed sign is just doing what they want. Right? So you might be your partner, look, just let them do what they want. And your partner could be like, no, I'm not just letting them do what they want. What makes you think that? Pff, chain goes off. Everybody's kind of like, whoa, hold on a minute, we're fighting fixed and mutable signs. Scorpio, Leo. Well, let's put them under pressure. That'll be the best way. Let's tell them that if they don't do this or they do it, then they're not going to have something. Right? That's strange. 9. Stress is out of Leo now. Leo here, whoever this person is stressed out to the max. They're worried. They're worried. Ace of Wands. You see, growth is in the... I don't know what I'm saying. Self-medicating. Self-medicating. That is self-dedication and self-medicating as well here. Okay, that is also a phallic connection that someone has with somebody, but man, why am I picking that up on drugs? That's also a nurse as well, trying to regulate energies of like, well, I can give you this much, but just not this much. Can be child support, maintenance, but I'm just picking up that someone is overworking the energy. This you see, this could be someone that's caring for children, but they're also caring for the other one. They give more to one than they do the other. So you could have one with you and the other one's gone. I don't know why I'm picking up that through this reading, but it seems to be there. Okay, so presently you're going through this energy of now worry and stress of whether this person and what they're doing and where they are and who's caring for them. Is someone going to care for them as much as I can? Are they going to be able to like cook and clean and shop and do all of the daily stuff that I know that they want and that I know that they really like? Is that person going to be able to provide for them like I can provide for them? So someone starts to worry and get freaked out and think, well, who's caring for who here? So you might be an energy here of Sagittarius of like, well, you can't care for this person like I can. I'm the person that has cared for them for a lot, for this possible child or love interest. But I know how to care for them and you don't. So try not to, well, listen, I can say don't all day long, right? Try not to get into that blame game of like shedding blame upon someone else of a circumstance that you're in that is really just your karma, right? If you shed blame upon it being a man or a woman, we're all the same. We're just different for a reason, right? And the more you blame and hate, the more crap you put upon your energy of just, you know what, Sid, keep it. Just like they said in Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, right? A lot of you probably haven't even seen that. Jason Statham is in that, you know. If you haven't seen it, Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels. Look at it, watch it, it's good. It's from London. It's a London film, you'll find it. Vinnie Jones is also in it. There's quite a few people. There's a few of them. Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels. What was the other one? There's a few. Brad Pitt was in the second one, I think. Was an Irish gypsy. Used to fight people, knock people out with one punch. Let's see. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for August. Sorry, we're kind of like... I have to try and get my head straight before I start. The message is clear, kind of thing. Four of Swords. Spare change. But you've got Scorpio energy, right? Something is sacred to person. This can be the loss of a person. Right here, this is why I'm going to do this and put this out probably today. As putting someone to rest here. That is tears and tears in heaven. That's the gates of judgment. The gates of heaven. Right, this here is actually visiting a gravesite here also. This is really not for everybody, but this is the beginning of your August. Right, and like I said, we are now only in the 18th of July. So it's putting something to rest here. Self-medicating is here again, Sagittarius. Well, I mean, how on earth am I relating to this to a non-story fact if that isn't relating with people? You need to take a break from work, right? You've probably got other children or someone here of a lighter energy here. For some reason is what I'm thinking. Right, but this is still thinking about that person. It's needing to take a break, right? Equality of masculine and feminine. It's not really, you know, equality isn't there. You don't have. I don't know why I'm going into that. Just get on with the reading, Stephen. Steve. I'm hearing Steve as well though. Steve or Stephanie. What's the sense in that, Stephanie? Sorry, not the Stephanie that watches. Hi, Stephanie. The Stephanie that I know in my life. Steph. But she's Aries. Let's see. Sagittarius. Four of Wands. Happy. You see, I think this is something different that's going on. I don't think that your love life is in turmoil here. I'm really picking up that that's Kushti. I mean, you can swip it if you want. I mean, if it is bad, then it's because it's the twin flame soulmate saga, right, that you're in. You're in the mirror and the trigger. You're in the holding cell. Someone could be in prison here. Someone could go to prison. Four of Wands. Could be a sentence here, right? But that's a marriage normally. That's a sentence, right? That's a sentence, all right. But I really picked this up as a relationship, but this is just an ex-partner or someone that's involved, or it's all of the above in the family, because you have got good cards that you can't really love cards, so you've got connection with someone and all that, all of the above, and this is someone that you're in a full-time either married or a common law man and wife, meaning that you live with the person and you're pretty much classed after, what is it, 2 years, I think? If you live with someone more than a year or 6 months, or I can't remember how long it is. I've actually been one. I just can't remember now because it was a long while ago. But you're classed as common law man and wife. So, you know, you can't have two homes and all that sort of stuff. You've got to, you know, you can't claim off the benefits and think, oh, well, I've got a house there and a house here and I'm living here, but I can't ever pay, you know, that sort of stuff. But, you know, you've got the twin flame saga, you've got the relationship, you've got the marriage, you've got the difficulties around home, this person, the channeled messages, pay attention to those, because those cards more than likely won't tell me those. Okay, that is beyond belief, and that you've got to have some kind of like belief of trusting me as a medium. Okay, so anyway, guys, we're going to go over to the other side and get on with the rest of your reading for you. We will put these to a side, put this away and put these to a side, and then we'll draw more cards out here and clarify everything and see what you've got coming up for August. This will go to tier 1 and tier 2, so if you just want to watch the monthly, you can join tier 1, that's absolutely fine. But if you join tier 2, you get this reading as well. You get 1st to 15th, it roughly comes out exactly the same time, around the same sort of day, because I have to upload shed loads of stuff on that day. Okay, so that comes out roughly on the same day or the next day, right? But you get the 1st to the 15th, and then the 15th into the 31st of the month. There's a 6-month reading that is going to come out also on YouTube, but it'll only be row 1 maybe and some channeled messages, but the majority of the reading will only, in the extended, will go to tier 2, which will be a 6-month reading, and see what each sign has got coming up and how the energy has changed. Okay, and then you also get a free question and an answer if I do have time. I should have time to do all of that, but I normally post it up on tier 2 and say, okay, leave your name, your number, your credit card number and everything. I know, but just leave me your name, star sign and your question, and then I answer your question pretty much. And we do that over on Patron tier 2, which is normally about a 2.5 hour video, and I do everybody's and we have a bit of a chat. I read your email, blah blah blah. Okay, so that's what we've got going up. You can also reach out for a personal reading, and you can also, if you like Angel Radio and you like the intros and the music that I put together, stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit the bell and the show all, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And you can also join the actual channel, which is Angel Radio. But the majority of that sort of stuff is channeled messages of music that can just hit you where that is, right there, Sagittarius. And if you like that sort of stuff, you can join that channel, but it will also come out on here for guys as well. Sometimes there's stuff that doesn't come here and it just goes to there. Depends if I like the music myself or not. Sometimes I make it and think, oh, it's just rubbish. Right, so I'll go over there. Anyway, thanks Sagittarius, and see you soon.